Pretty good show tonight. I'll go with 90%. So let's go between on your show tonight. Seth Rollins addressing his world heavyweight championship puzzle. And the world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins will not miss at WrestleMania 40. He was acclaimed at the top of Monday broadcast with what to do, imaging in his power to as it showcased upset in defending his title. It wasn't just the deposit a new threat from Intercontinental Champion Gojo, who was interrupted his promo. Anderson claimed he will win the Royal Rumble match on Saturday night in Sunday's This was a probably brought major assessment in that. So, in that it gave us the big news from Rollins at the top of the show. Gojo has a legitimate threat to win the Rumble for the second week in a row and achieves what will be a match of the year of number one contender between the Ring Garcia and Seth Rollins that it wasn't ended with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods attacking Ludwig Castle and Sonny VC. After the head of their match, what is already in personal feud, only major assessment was ended. This was a great way to kick off the show. Savannah's tail up and has the heat stowed into the center of the ring until the moment is not lost on him. Unless it was the love of the WWE Universe. I'm hoping you may not make it to WrestleMania, and that kind of makes me sad. Gojo said that the Ring Garcia claimed he will win the Royal Rumble and silence Seth Rollins for his title at WrestleMania, where he will target his knee into the rest of his body before beating him and becoming world champion. So, next match we have the New Day, we take on the podium. Well, this is an advertised match between the New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, and podium, Ludwig Castle, and Sonny VC. So, nothing has set. It was a heated between the two over into the ball fight. Onto the floor, the double countout was only the begin of the action with the fight. I was spinning around the ringside area and was into the stands before all four men crossed through a table to put a point on the assessment. Regis said the collective team resolved a torn 10 of credit for taking what felt like a nice and little uncredited program between two talented teams, probably such to keep them busy in turning it into the one of these teams. I wasn't into the one up, probably such to keep them busy in turning it into the one of more into the company. I wasn't has, if nothing else, given the New Day must need as with this point, David Castle and Sonny VC something of main thing to do over and then bring the coins of for Gojo. So this is double countout match. So between with Triple H, the collective team and all four guys involved have done a hell of a job, which is putting this feud into a strong tag team program and hasn't been on point. Speaking of Michael Cole, was revealed that Kofi Kingston will compete on this Saturday in the Royal Rumble. With this brought that was ended in the match and spilled into the crowd. So there is lucky to be a gimmick about a street fight. It wasn't that settles things one and for all. Both teams crashed off of equipment case to a table onto the floor in a cool spot to end the show. Next match we have Nami Now takes on Fihara. Nami Now sought a morsel of revenge for her friend Maxine Dupree. They had to see about Fihara after attacking Widows in a one-on-one contest. Maxine Dupree and Nami Now, the back and forth contest was short-lived. It was that Nami Now it made a rope bulldog and there was a pit bull by Wayne Barrett for the win. Reggie's match was too short to be what the one will consider good, and Fihara had not had nearly enough ring time to take things off, and the ring was but wasn't for her, and the body was made up for it. Above that, this was a fine showcase for Nami Now, who really should be doing something of note into the women's division. And the winner that match is Nami Now. So between this promo to Nia Jax promo, it was the time for interrupted by Becky Lynch and Bayley. Nia Jax may have set out to talk about her plans to dismiss the Royal Rumble, but she ended up showing the world it was what she is capable of, but not before being interrupted by Becky Lynch and SmackDown Bayley. It was the first attack. The man after Becky Lynch down into the role model with a Monster Slam tossed her into the area floor. 96 still tall to close out. The one assessment that did nothing to foster any ongoing views already with just much more or the sentiment for Sunday's Women's World Rumble match. And Becky Lynch said, Nia Jax, and Becky Lynch said, events across the social media for the last 4 years. So, it was back then, I'll say 2018, Becky Lynch was started with Nia Jax since then. So, you probably answered half of them, Becky Lynch said, Nia Jax registered with the women's locker room. I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to point to the WrestleMania sign, and Bayley said of her plans this Saturday. Next match we have The Miz takes on Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley issued into Finn Balor ahead of Dominic Mysterio, so up with The Miz. She wanted to see a side of the champion. She got a little tease of it as Finn Balor and she shot to Miz, and Leslie Depp set him up for the 619 and caused him to the match. Dana White, Sonny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa hit to the ring to make the save for the Miz, chasing a trios match. It wasn't that cool, and they had a very soon has next week. But this match itself was a perfectly one and thanks to Miz, mostly to work for anyone in Mysterio, causing improving in-ring work. He was married to by a bit too much, similar to Maurice, by a bit too much to Wally. It was ready to be much more, and think that it was still the soul of everyone involved has a slow burn to the assessment date spread continues. And speaking of which, Jimmy Priest cut a promo backstage ahead of his and after main event against Drew McIntyre. Rangers absence Assessment Day Gill has the heat instead. Rangers of Puerto Rico saw a recent hit of his impending aside from the group and ran at Matt's stomach Mysterio. So after backstage, Becky Lynch came face to face with Rhea Ripley, who told her to make all plans for WrestleMania. But between the backstage, has R-Truth told Miz not to tag in, and then wanting him to watch out for Tom and Nick Mysterio. Okay, this was confusing here. So, listen to the moments earlier Jimmy Priest wanting to R-Truth that Judgment Day, which brings the coming down on him, and that he doesn't want anything bad to happen to him. I wasn't teasing the burning friendship Miz broke out his springboard and caused body prove that even this late in his career, I wasn't he is not above breaking out new moves. Next match I have Chad Gable, we take on Arbar. That's a good match. Stop me if you have heard it just before Chad Gable and Arbar had a bang on Monday night. And two more performance on the roster turned the house down, leaving all of the New Orleans to the Viking Raiders victory. Fajada West came out late into the match. And Zach Gable into last week's show with Mason Dupree caused the big main match against Kira Tozawa. The formidable Arvar, a big moonsault to Zach Gable and scored the victory. So this is a really good match. And the winner that match is the Viking Raiders is Arvar. Between the backstage, Boston Lee laying down in silence to say also for the match on next week's show. Listen elsewhere, Mason Dupree listening to Gable with a thank you crew. It wasn't a towel, those are going to sell real. Zach Gable T-bone simplex from the top rope was spoken given to the risk involved. Next match. So between this promo with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes and CM Punk were face to face. He said, into the most segment of this week's show, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes came face to face into the center of the ring for this versus promo segment. Rangers into Royal Rumble opponent spoke of the late Dusty Rhodes and took a few digs at each other before. So between the CM Punk claimed to be more like his father, and then Cody Rhodes American Nightmare followed off in claiming to be more like CM Punk did. After the man was standing before him. Anyone speaking to AEW also the issue that lead to with him leaving the permission has. Unless instead the two great toggles lead the dozens of their story, unless by recording real life history between them, and a lot of that me. Biggest memory of the American Dream, Dusty Rose resulted in the just stir down that only two and something like the one maps. It's more poorly imprinted the seas in the perimeter so that between the two of the top babyface on Raw, if Seth Rollins is eligible to compete at WrestleMania, and WWE needs to a backup plan. So between with this story here, when the American Dream asks you for a favor, you say yes. Punk, he said, of Dusty Rhodes' request that he keep an eye on Cody Rhodes way back in 2007. We became friends, and what makes this so sweet. And Cody Rhodes said of his relationship with Punk and you impending battle inside the Royal Rumble. I'm more of the American Dream, and then you are, he said. Punk said, seeing his father blue color background. I just said the force of Sunday night from the WWE Universe. When you left, you didn't have to touch, you drop it, you know. Who picked it up, and I did everything you spoke about. I did when you talked, I walked, was Cody. Icon is that makes me more CM Punk than you, and Cody Rhodes said. CM Punk said this was a much bigger star who came back and was ready to take away when just finished to Cody Rhodes' story. He was talking about himself. So I just love that last minute between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Next match we have Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae and take on Shayna Baszler and Sawyer Stark. Shayna Baszler and Sawyer Stark continued to stake their claim to a women's tag team championship opportunity when the Oval Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. The babyface fought hard to improve on their winning streak and was included a victory over Sutton Green and Bobby Newman a week ago. But it was overwhelmed by the adjustment of their opponents. So after the match, Sabian, Katana Chance, and Kenny Gargano came face to face with the fighters only to be sunk by Asuka and Kairi Sane of Damage Control. The Kobe Warriors stood tall and closed out the assessment and put some sign on the upcoming class with the champions of this coming Friday on SmackDown. And winning that match is Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Next match we have in main event. Drew McIntyre will take on Damian Priest. When this fighting friendship between Damian Priest and R-Truth faced a muscle setback and on Monday at the main event. It hasn't set a little, but since late, with this match with Drew McIntyre cost him the match. It was caused by R-Truth allowed Drew McIntyre to walk Damian Priest with the Claymore kick and scored for the win. Wages for himself and Tony this coming Saturday at Royal Rumble with Damian Priest match at the time win for defeating his bowling and then with Judgment Day. Damian Priest had wanted to R-Truth earlier in the night that his teammates we're going to bring Sahuman down on him. And after it's the way, this main event played out, it may be Samuel Money in the Bank who does it himself. So this is a really good match on Monday Night Raw. I just lose across up one of the most entertaining stories in WWE at Waddle. I was a Waddle to McIntyre in my need for it to be a hit at the Waddle Rumble. I just keep stand his sense at winning. There's no doubt WWE and Triple H have done a good enough job of placing him as a threat that he endures not appeal out of the play alongside the likes of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. And the winner of that match is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre continues to be on TV opposite just new reports that he hasn't yet to sign a new deal with the company, and Jimmy Priest raised the since back in last April at Backlash. He hasn't been one of the bright spots on Monday nights. And while the body are supporting allowed from Jimmy Priest and Drew McIntyre. So let's go between live polls for today. So let me say this out here. So 1, we have 100 people who liked it. 2, didn't like it. And 3 is alright. So how else you have a good Monday? I'll be back here Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and so much more. So have a good Monday. I'll be back here Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. And by this time, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys. Peace.